idiot. I can't. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to RSF1 Division 5 Round 1 here around Bahrain. I am your streamer RSF1 Chris, and I am joined with Mr. Immortal.
Hello, hello.
How are you doing there, mate?
I am very good. Glad to see the season's finally kicked off.
Yeah, it's about time. We've been excited for this one for quite a while now since the other one ended. And yeah, I'm expecting a very, very close battle between some of these drivers. We've got some new drivers and we've got some returning heads from Division 5 of last season. So it's going to be exciting. What? What was that? That threw me right off.
Advert, sticking the stream up on the other thing so I can read the chat so we can get back to any questions and queries people have.
Yes, that's cool. I've just realised one thing I need to do. I need to turn the audio of the game down. It's way too loud. Just on my end. There we go, that's better. Much better. Right, I can actually hear myself talk now. So, one thing I was going to do, and I mentioned it to Immortal before, is I'm going to run you through the drivers, and, well, the full-time drivers in their seats. I can't imagine they're all here tonight, but we've got, starting off with Mercedes, we've got Yatesy10, Ewan, however you say that. He's one Mercedes driver, and another Mercedes driver that would normally be in the seat is Shadow Moses, but today we have a reserve in Gravedigger standing in. Red Bull, we've got MT the Mighty V2 and MNJJs, which I believe they are both here.
Yep.
Yes, they are, yep. I was blind to that. Then you got the McLaren, Mr. Blue Sky T and Mr. Hob. We're going to call him Hob because I can't say the rest of that. So we've got those two. I believe they... Yep, they're both here as well. Hobnovich, is that how you say it?
Yeah, pun. Okay. Stab in the dark.
Hobnovich. Yeah, I think you're right, actually. Okay, well, you're better than words than me. Then you got RSF1 Invade and Mr. James Petty, who are both here in the Aston Martins. Then you got the lovely Alpine car of Mr. Crunchy Bear and Timmer. And I believe they are both here as well. Yes, they are. Love that. You've got the Ferraris of Daniel P45 and Mando, and I can see both of those red dots. AlphaTauri, you've got DOR Skylo and Kabuki, which they are both here as well. Then the Alfa Romeos of Hail King Tomo and Mr. Stars Orphan, my teammate of last year. He was a brilliant teammate, so Tomo's going to love him. Then in the Haas car, which I am the team principal of, so up the Haas boys. You got Chronic Buds, who is not here tonight and is being replaced, I believe, by, I should know, it's my team, Aaron Batt. Aaron Batt's in that position tonight. And Mr. RSF1 Hippo. And then the Williams, you got RSF1 Locker and FIFA Joker in the Williams cars. Now, I thought I'd run you guys through all of them, and like I said, the only reserve driver today is Mr. Gravedigger. So everyone else has arrived, has turned up for the first round, which is very, very nice to see. And now I'm going to let you do some speaking, Immortal, because I've done a lot. Sorry about that, but I thought I'd run everyone through.
It's good to know who is and isn't full-time, and who you're looking out for. Who are you looking out for on that? It's very open. First few races, as always, but who are your favourites, as you were in this division last season?
Yes, because obviously I did race here with these guys last season, and like I said, the majority are returners. I think, I would say Daniel P45, James Petty are both ones to watch. I know that Hippo, as you can see, this lap he's already put in at the top there. Hippo is an outsider as well. Hippo's got a lot of pace if he puts it together. RSF1 Locker, the Constructors Champions last year with Mr. Fruitboy. I believe it was the case. If I'm wrong, I'm very sorry. But I believe that's the case,
that's
Locker
correct.
was always there. Yeah, Locker was always at the front, wasn't he? So Locker's a pain. But yeah, I think you've got a lot of drivers that can challenge at the top, as Hippo's already believed that lap's enough, which I would say it is. And Invade as well, he's a dark horse. He's got a lot of pace if he, turns up, practices, and shows it on track. So it's going to be an exciting season, I think.
Few shout outs for Hippo for F5 champion, Hippo to F3.
Oh yeah, I need to get the stream up. My bad. Sorry if anyone said anything to me.
Really, Ethan, how is James still in this division? Well, only time will tell if the admins got it bang on, or if they were off, I guess.
Yeah, correct.
I mean, from what we've seen
that...
from the other divisions, they've done well so far.
Oh yeah, they've absolutely nailed it for every division so far. It's been absolutely perfect, and we can't say anything more positive because their heads will grow and they won't fit through the door.
All right, I'll start creating a list then of negatives.
But yeah, as obviously Ethan has said, he was moved up, and yeah.
Oh.
There was a lovely battle going in the French, the social race that we were both here for. And it was between the front three of Ethan, Mr. James Petty, and who was the other one? JJ Chadwick, was it? I believe?
Yeah.
And both Chadwick and Ethan have been moved up, but at the moment James has remained, but that might be the right call, we don't know as of yet.
FIFA Joker's just had a spin on the long right.
That's the first of many of today.
And he'll be venturing in the pits for an UV.
Yeah. I think he needs one of them to do a decent lap. Now, who is the next guy to start a lap? Can't see anybody as of the moment. A load of people, I think, are just doing a lot of laps just to get a little bit of practice in, because some people have not done as many laps as they would probably hope for this race. But I will go on board with Mr. Crunchy Bear, and I will lead you guys through a lap, and later on we'll have one of Immortal's famous laps, which we love. Now, down into turn 1, hard braking zone. Mr. Crunchy Bear holds it through there nicely. The exit into turn 2, turn 3 comes onto you quite fast, where Grosjean had his moment. Well, I say moment, big crash. Now into what I call turn 4. Hard braking zone, try not to take too much of that curb on the inside. Beautiful. Not so good on the exit, a tiny bit of lag spike there, but we'll ignore that. Now through the fast left, right, can easily invalidate or hit the curb and spin, but he's got that right. Now through the long, well, it feels like a long right-hander, up into the double left, where it's so easy to lock up if you're running ABS. Some people don't, like myself for example, but ABS will make you lock up massively through there. And he's got all of this lap right so far. I don't think this will be challenging the front, but it's been okay. Now he goes through the long left, which you need to be careful on the throttle, or you can lose the back end. Now into the right-hander, where it's so easy to lose the car. You can see his car sliding, but he holds it. Now into the next right. You've got to try and go down into third gear there, but he chose fourth, so doesn't get the turn in. Now down the back straight. Now it's really all straights other than this braking zone for the final corner. Can he get it right and then hug the left-hand side of the circuit to the line? Lovely through there. He's coming to the line now. He should be putting himself safe. And he does go P2, 27.3. I didn't think he'd be up there, but that's a nice lap from Mr. Crunchy Bear. Now we got Locker coming around the final sector. Just keeping an eye on Mr. Locker, the guy that apparently, according to Musical Rocket, me and him do not get along, but me and Locker get along perfectly fine in my opinion. Now he comes around the final corner. It looks like he's trying to get a little toe off the Mercedes that is boxing. He gets a tiny one, but not much. And he only puts himself P12.
Yeah, I think you'll have to fit and go again with that. I think the cut-off will be around that time.
I think you might be bang on there. I do not think that lap from Locker will be enough to go through. I think he's going to need one more lap, and honestly, with how the strategy is around here, you're going to definitely want to pit. Pit? You're definitely going to want to use one set of tyres, sorry, in Q1 is what I was meant to say. But something else
I
came
mean,
out, and I don't
generally
know why.
pitting in F1 is a good strategy. You know, you don't want to go around without any tyres.
Yeah, it does tend to help actually, pitting at some point. but Oh, it's been a long day.
Punchy Bears.
Dear.
Yes.
What's Crunchy Bear getting up to?
Yeah, he's just coming in after his lap. I presume he'll retire with that.
Yeah. Crunchy will be
Pretty
fine.
safe.
I've just noticed my house boy of Aaron Bat, who's standing in for reserve today, has managed to get himself up in P3, so that's good. As Timmer has invalidated and has to go again. That's not ideal for Timmer, and he's not even saved his ERS, so he must have invalidated near the end of that lap, because he's going to struggle now to get a decent lap with 35% ERS as he loses the back end at turn 1, lap over. That's his lap done. I would save and try and go again if you've got the fuel. FIFA Jokers on the fast right. Don't know why I was actually on the inboard camera, but I was for a while there. Sorry about that, guys. Now FIFA Jokers is coming through to the final corner. Is he going to be able to do enough to put himself into the safe zone for now? I've just got distracted by what's going on in the chat. Got a load
Mr.
of
Blue
people just
Sky's
chatting.
going again,
Ooh.
but he's done a 27.7. I'd have thought he'd have been
That's-
safe.
That lap's fine. I don't know why he's going again. But maybe he wants some practice. But it's a risk, because you can so easily bin it on that fast right and be out of the qualifying completely. Who else is going to be on a decent lap right now? Let's go down to JJ. He's in Sector 1. We got Timmer in Sector 2 as well. Not invalidated this time, so let's see what he can actually get. Oh, he's actually on a cooldown lap. Okay.
Skyline has put himself up to 9th.
Love that from Skyline. That's decent. I don't mean to sound biased, but has 1-4. Love that. You know.
I mean, I'm in the
quick
AlphaTauri garage, so so
Oh,
ninth
you were in my
and
garage
11th.
last year.
They're both hopefully through.
Yeah, I would say Skyline's fine. Kabuki is borderline. As Mr. Blue Sky has crashed. He's done. He's out.
He was safe as well.
Yeah, he's lost it on the corner after the fast right. So, where you wouldn't expect him to crash, but he's crashed there. Fair enough.
That's going to hurt.
As you can just see him in the background, can you? No, not quite. I think I just missed his car being pulled away. That is a risk he should not have taken. That was very silly. Mando? I don't know if you've noticed, but Mando has come out on fresh tyres, and so is Invade. What are they doing? I'm confused. Okay.
Do they not think they're safe? They misjudging it?
I think Invade has lost the plot. Invade's fine. Obviously, using 2 sets of tyres for absolutely no reason in this qualifying session is not going to work.
I mean, really in the race,
yeah.
you're only ever going to use one set unless there's a lot of safety cars.
Yes. Even if there's a lot of safety cars, you realistically only want to pit for the softs one time in the race. But you're going to need potentially 2 sets in Q3 if you get there. So maybe they're just not confident they're going to get to Q3. I don't know. Harsh in the chat, hashtag Team Blue Bulls. Spelt the correct way, not the rude way, before anyone gets the wrong idea there. There's a load of people actually just chatting. We've got a load, I think, our TPs in the chat. Which is nice to see you all here. I'd love to see all the people watching. We've got 28 viewers as it stands. As I don't know why I'm watching Invade. He's fine.
Yeah.
I'm just spectating him for no reason. Who is on a decent lap right now? Tim is 6 seconds down, so
Brave.
no, not really.
Brave Digger and Yatesy would be the Timmer. I think Timmer's used the best of his tyres though.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be
I
a
would say so.
struggle for him.
I think, yeah, like you said, I think Timmer might be in trouble where he is. You've got Mando, who's on the fresh set of soft tyres for absolutely no... Well, I suppose for him it makes a little bit of
Mando
sense.
makes sense.
Yeah,
He's in the
because he
drop
needs
zone.
to get himself through. But then again, you can do that on 2-lap old, like soft tyres. You can easily get through.
No, maybe it's not his favourite track. I mean, I would put on a new set of softs if, facing drop.
Yeah, that's where I think that's where we differ, because I don't
play
think
safe.
I would. I think I'd rather be out than use 2 sets of softs in Q1. Oh, Mando's getting a beautiful tow as well from the car in front, and it's still only 17th.
He's only got 35% ERS as well.
No, that was a push lap. He only got 17th on a push lap. That is bizarre. Okay, fair enough. He's got no pace. I don't know what's happened. Mando's normally got...
Oh, Timmer's round.
Timmer's around. Yeah, his tyres are done. That is Timmer in a lot of trouble.
Yates is round as well.
Timmer's doing donuts at this point.
So, it's only Gravedigger, I think, that's left.
Yeah, Yatesy's done because he's lost his wing. That is it. Timmer won't be able to get through. Gravedigger is a 10th down. Gravedigger's in trouble. Gravedigger might not do enough here to get through. He needs to find some time on that final corner, which he does not. Unless he can go again, he's out. That is definitely Timmer done. Mando is on a lap right now. Stars Orphan's on an out lap, but he's come out way too late. He's not going to complete a lap. That was silly from Stars Orphan. He is done. So, we're going to lose. We know already we're going to lose Stars Orphan. We're going to lose Timmer, unless he pulls a miracle. Gravedigger, who is actually up right now. And Yatesy's definitely done. So we're losing a few drivers right now in Q1.
Gravedigger will all depend on if he has enough ERS.
Yes, yeah, it does. But this is disappointing for a couple of these drivers. I wouldn't expect Timmer to be down there. Timmer was a very consistent driver last year. But he's managed to eliminate himself. But Invade goes P1 on 2-lap old softs as Gravedigger's cut the corner. He's out. He's done.
Yeah.
Oh, Rubens is not going to be happy. RSF1 Hunt, who's the TP of Mercedes, has got his drivers in 20th and 19th on the grid. That isn't good. Then he got Timmer in the Alpine, I believe. Is that right? Timmer in the Alpine?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks right to me. Then Mando in the Ferrari and Stars Orphan in the Alfa Romeo.
And Mr. Blue Sky.
Oh, and Mr. Blue Sky, yes.
McLaren.
I forgot about Mr. Blue Sky. Completely forgot that he crashed. Tomo can back off his lap, but it looks like Tomo's going to continue his lap. We go on board of him through the fast right. He doesn't use all the track. I don't know if he's listening to us, but he doesn't need to complete this lap. But I think he might do anyway, just for a bit of confidence. As I believe that Celine in the chat says, nah, Chris Yatesy using low drag setup. As Tomo goes P12. So he basically just dangled himself out there and said, I've actually got more pace. Yeah. Why is Mando on an outlap? Hey? What's happening?
Did he disconnect at all?
Oh, he might have done, you know, so he's just going to do some extra laps now. And yes, Lincoln, I know Gravedigger is a reserve, but he's in the Mercedes for today. If you listen to the start of the stream, Mr. Lincoln, I did actually say that. And yes, Dano, I am ready for our race on Thursday. I've put in plenty of laps of practice, and I shall be doing a lot more yet. Well, people have to listen to me, Lincoln, because unfortunately you have to listen to my beautiful voice, alright?
I don't believe anyone joined late. No.
No, I think he may have left and rejoined, potentially.
I didn't notice that anyone leaving and rejoining.
No, I was too focused on different laps, so I probably missed it myself, being blind. But, yeah. We have no idea how long Mando has on his time. At all. Every other driver is going to be livid if he eliminates them now.
Well,
He's got time to start a lap.
It's-
So
he's got one shot quali all over.
oh dear, this is definitely something we wasn't expecting this in Q1.
This will be one thing that the admins may look at to either.
Yep.
The problem is if someone is not in a party with anyone else or watching the stream, there's no way you're going to be able to get hold of them. The only thing you could do is, if this thing, me pulling out possibilities, if this thing does happen again, the only possible thing that you could do is relegate them to the back of the grid and have a lobby restart after qualifying. Like,
yeah. But it's the thing,
but it's not like they're
actually
cheating.
watching.
They're still using their own time that they've had, so it's not like they're like cutting corners to get back to the. Oh, he lost it.
You say this, I mean, I hate to say it, but that's kind of karma. I'm kind of glad that's happened. No offense, not being biased, but Mando should know better because he knows this problem exists. Because I'm pretty sure he is in charge of one of the divisions, and he knows this problem exists, so he shouldn't really be, you know, taking advantage of it. But yeah, that's just me being honest.
Okay.
How many laps does he have?
That's it.
There we go. We are done. Love that. Was
All
wondering
said
how
and
long
done,
we was gonna have to sit
it was.
here. Worthless, really.
Oh,
Didn't do anything, did it?
he used some more of his tyres.
Yeah, exactly. Invade tops the session. No, Hippo just behind, nearly 2 temps, and then you got Crunchy Bear. So that's our top 3. We lose Mr. Blue Sky, who crashed, Stars Orphan, Mando, Timmer, Gravedigger the Reserve, and Yatesy Ewan. Or Ewan, as Rocket used to call him last season. As I've been tagged by something. My bad. Ah, that's the worst thing when you're doing something, you see something light up, you have to look at what on earth just happened. Oh dear, I'm like a magpie. Uh-oh. Immortal.
Yes.
What's on your screen? Oh, there we go. Thank heavens.
I
I had
have
nothing. I had nothing very briefly there, and I was wondering what happened. But we're all good.
So we'll
We
only
have
be losing
30 people
4.
watching. Yes, we will. Only 4. Which is takes the pressure off a little bit, because a lot of people, if you're smart, you're going to start on the mediums. If you start on the softs, you basically absolutely mess up your race before it starts, because the tyres get chewed apart. Soft tyres will last about maybe 6-7 laps maximum, and then they just really go off the cliff. And I think after about 5 laps they go off the cliff.
I think
it's
it's just
about
because
7.
of the DRS train, isn't it? Around here it's quite easy to get. Like, if you're not getting away from people on the softs and get stuck in the train.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, you need to be on the mediums, because you can drag the mediums to about lap 20-21 if you're good on tyre wear. Well, unbelievable on tyre wear. You can get yourself there and pit for the softs. If not, you're looking to be pitting between lap 11 and 13 for the hard compound tyre. But then you are sitting duck at the end for the soft runners. So
But you should be far enough ahead. Like,
well, you say that. Have you seen the last few races? It's not worked out that way. The soft runners have absolutely chewed through the hard runners, like they were not even there. So I'm not sure. It's a difficult one. It depends if you're confident on your tyre wear, or if you generally think you're just not going to make it. But I don't know as of this state how it is. I'm looking for the driver. Would you like to take us with a lap on board of Mr. Daniel, P45?
I can take us on a lap with Daniel P45.
Love that.
Right, open the DRS, stick to the left, wait for a few minutes, pick your braking point, turn in as late as possible, miss the apex of the corner. Cut this one. Don't go too wide. Open up the DRS again. Sticking to the left once again. Another late apex. Let's try and get the throttle down early. The S's. It's gone a bit deep. And this is where I put the foot down, go into the wall, facing the wrong way, avoid the oncoming traffic. Another tricky corner, which you have to use a very late apex that I'm no good at. Sticking to the right this time, sweeping left-hander, try and carry the speed through it. Get on the throttle as much as you can. Try and stick to the left-hand side as much as you can. You can actually gain quite a bit of time doing that. Don't run too wide. Oh, line's a bit
You got away with that.
squiffy. And then it's run down to the final corner. Pick your braking point. Early on the throttle. And DRS to the line. Or in Daniel's case, slow down so you don't start and stop.
Yeah, and brake. Do you know what? I hate that so much. It really annoys me.
I don't understand people that do this lap.
No, it's pointless.
It doesn't
It
gain you
really is.
anything. The only thing it gains you is if you screw up your other lap on the mediums, then you're going to start on used softs. That's the only thing it guarantees.
Exactly. It's utterly pointless. Utterly pointless. But what can you do? Yeah. The best part of that lap was your lovely hot lap on board with him. I always enjoy your hot laps. That's going to become a regular thing every week. Of where
Full
will
of
Immortal crash
quality
and he will
detail.
explain it.
The F1 drivers
So good, mate.
going to be getting their notebooks out.
Yeah, they'll be learning everywhere not to crash. As Kabuki has cruised into the pit lane, so I don't know why he's done that, but okay. Now, who is on a lap? I know Aaron is. You've got a Ferrari, who I can't actually seem to get myself over to. Well, I, don't
I think
actually
there's a
it's on
few
lap.
doing
Let's just
this
go with Aaron.
soft runners thing, unless we've got bitch.
Yeah, I don't understand it, if I'm honest. It just frustrates me. You'll never see me do it ever. The only time I'll do it is when I've made a mistake on a lap and then I'll just cruise across the line. But yeah, it's just silly. Oh, Aaron lost the back end slightly on the exit of the final corner. He comes to the line. What can he do? Can he challenge? Oh my god, he's put himself at the top. It's currently a Haas 1-2. It's a Haas 1-2.
Chris is calling
love
it.
to see
He
it.
wants to end it here. That's it. Quali's over.
yeah, quali over. We don't need the race. Just call it here. That's the point. Done. Oh, hello, Horizon. Nice to see you, mate. Nice to
Not
see
too
you.
many
And Dano, I will
people
not.
coming out.
I'll be not telling you my strategy. No, everyone's just relaxing now, aren't they? Got Mr. Tomo though on a lap. Just started one. So let's see what Mr. Tomo can get up to. Hail King Tomo. Who is the reason we had to wait at the start, the nuisance.
I do think, hopefully in the next game, you'll be able to pick your tyres rather than just get the preset. Because, like, you can't do a hard run. Like, you can never start on hards, which I think is incredibly weird. Like,
it's a bit frustrating.
so it's like tracks like
they did.
Yeah, but like tracks like this, when a lot of people may try and get through on the hards or something. I think it would open up strategies a lot more.
Yeah, it definitely would.
Obviously, this makes it a bit more one shot, you know, with your one run on mediums. So.
Yeah, but then again, in real life, I believe this is the format they run. I don't think you're allowed to qualify on the hards at all. From what I'm aware, anyway. I wouldn't know because I'm not a steward or an FIA member. I couldn't actually tell you, but
I'm sure someone in the chat is there.
Yeah, I'm sure somebody knows. But yeah, I don't think you can do it. Oh, Just had a lag spike when I went on board with Locker. Love to see that. Now Locker's done a 107.0 for the middle sector. That is way off the top pace. I think Aaron did a 106.5 at that point. So he's about half a second off.
Oh.
And he looks like he's struggling.
Yeah, he's lagging around a bit for me as well.
Oh, okay. Good for you. I'm glad it's not just me.
Oh, he goes 4th.
Okay, not the worst, but like I said, he's a way off where he wants to be. We got Mr. Hobb. Hobb's on a lap now.
Yeah, he's just started.
For the McLaren team, which the team principal, I believe, is Mr. Cornish, who absolutely bottled a win yesterday. I mean, what? Kabuki's in an interesting place. I think he might have had a spin and then panicked because his teammate was catching up with him.
I believe Tomo's going to go again.
Yeah, I think Tomo, actually maybe from Locker down. They're not safe. They need to definitely improve.
Going again? No, he's going in.
Locker's... Ooh, okay. I'd say they all need to definitely improve, because if anybody below them puts on a set of soft tyres, like looks like Kabuki might have done, they need to be careful, because they will be out. But we got Mr. Hobb coming through this tricky section. Don't hit the inside curb. Oh, you can see his car slightly unstable, as he's done a 106.7, so he's about 2 tenths off what Aaron did. He is not far off though. He's going to be putting himself up into P4 as it stands, unless he can find a tiny bit more time to get in front of James Petty. And he invalidates. That was a good lap. He's just wasted a very good lap, and that will invalidate the next lap as well, so he's in a lot of trouble. That's not ideal at all. If he's got the fuel, he can go around and set himself up for another lap in a moment. But if he hasn't, he could be in a bit of danger. A Skyline takes takes the top for now with a 28.457. Good lap there from Skyline. We've got a Aston Martin now on an outlaps coming around to the final, but where is the next completion?
MT.
I believe it might be MT the Mighty. Well, he's actually nowhere near though. He's way off, which is quite a surprise. He had some pace last season. But he's coming around now. What can he do? I think he's going to be a 29.
ERS, he can go again.
Yeah, he's going to definitely have to. These laps are nowhere near where I thought they would be. I expected a lot more from F5 tonight. Seems like everyone's just way off the pace.
Man,
as JJ puts in a 28.8. Ooh, okay. I am noticing something, Immortal. I don't know if you've seen it, but we've got our 28 runners, and then we've got a little gap to the 29 runners. So there seems to be like a top end and then a midfield seems to be forming slightly in this session.
Okay, Hobnobovich has got enough fuel to go again, so... Oh, what? But he's got no ERS, he's left his ERS on last lap.
Oh,
on his
no,
invalidated
it's a rookie error. That is a rookie error. He is not going to get through. Oh, invade! Invades around! He's in the wall and he's lost his front wing. That could be bad for Invade. He was one of the people I was tipping for the front row, the way he's been driving so far in this session.
Has he got enough time to get in and out?
It's going to be close. Because he's got to get the wing repaired. He's got to get, obviously, in his garage. The pit crew take about a week to put you in your garage. I don't know. He could be in danger there. That's not good news. Where is Invade in the... Oh, he's down there with no lap yet. Oh, dear.
Crunchy Bears come out on softs, as far as we know.
Yes. I think he actually might legitimately be on the soft tyres. The only way we'll know is first sector split. When he comes through here in a moment, 27.9. What I'm going to do very quickly is I'm going to compare that to Mr. Skyline, who did a 28.4.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's way up. He's on the softs. He's 100% on the soft tyres. So this should be, as long as he keeps it clean, should be enough to put him into the top 10. But it's a risk, and he shouldn't really be doing it, but I suppose some people don't like to be out in Q2. No matter what. JJ's retired. Hopefully that's in the pits, and it is. That's going to be... I think he might be just about okay, but it is close. It's going to be borderline.
He's coming in after his run.
Do we have Invade coming back out? Yes, Invade is going to have enough time to do a lap. He's okay. Crunchy Bear around the final corner. This should put him top. He risks it on the exit of that corner, though. He shouldn't have gone that far wide. 27.2. Definitely the soft tyres. I think that's safe to say.
Yeah.
Wow, Crunchy.
Well, if you want to get through and guarantee it, that's the way to do it.
Exactly. I think Mr. Hobb might be done here. He might have enough fuel, but the problem is...
He's already done 3 laps on his mediums.
Yeah. Yeah, if he does another lap, he's just killing these tyres. He might as well just be on the softs at this point. That's not good. But Daniel P45 is 6 tenths up now. He's running to the line. This should put him into the top 10 quite comfortably. And it does. Puts him above JJ's into P7. B for Jokers is way down there at the moment. MT the Mighty is done. MT the Mighty is our first casualty of Q2. As long as he hasn't left and rejoined. I don't think he has. But I believe he is done. We got Tomo though, 2 tenths up on his best at the moment, which will not be enough. He needs to find another tenth and a bit to eliminate Locker as it stands.
Locker is
Comes
on
around
a lap.
the final corner. Ah, Locker's on a lap. Okay. He's coming to the line now. Can he do enough to jump ahead of the people into the top 10? He can just about. He goes P9. Now we got Locker is on a lap, as you said. We got FIFA Jokers coming around. Looks like he's absolutely terrified of the fast right-hander. So cautious through there. Now he's coming around as Invade starts a lap as well. He's 3 tenths up, nearly 4 tenths. This is nowhere near enough for a FIFA Joker to get through. He needs a lot more. Now he's coming to the line. What can he do? Is it going to be enough? I think it's going to be close. Oh, okay. Jumps up to P3. Game lied to me. Thanks, game. Which eliminates Mr. Hobnovich. Hobnovich is out. Currently in P11.
Locker and Invade.
They're still on their laps, aren't
Can
they?
they
Locker's invalidated. Locker's done. Locker has extended on the exit of the corner just after the... I'm going to call it the spinny corner. But just after there, he has invalidated his lap and is done.
They can Invade spoil Tomo's party.
Oh, Invade versus Tomo. These two are actually friends outside of the racing scene. Let's see what they can do. It's going to be interesting. Oh, Invade is all over the place, but I presume that's not car control.
I don't know. That's all, yeah.
That's all I'm going to say on the map.
Is he he's on controller or his connection is not great? One of the two.
I know which one it is. He's to the line now. Oh, he's not done enough. That is a surprise. I would suggest that was our first surprise elimination of this season, along with Locker, actually. That is a shock. Invade was looking quick. Maybe he just doesn't have the pace on the mediums.
Or just couldn't hook it up properly.
Yeah, he's out by about a tenth. So it's not even relatively close. I thought he'd be closer to the front, to be honest with you. Not where he is. Wow, okay. The soft runners have eliminated a couple of surprises there. Well, that is Q2, our first Q2 of the season here in F5. And drama starts already. We've got one of the people I would contend for the championship. One of the people I think would be near the front is starting P11, which is prime position. Because he gets the fresh medium tyres and will be able to 100% extend to the soft tyres if he wants to.
Yeah,
but we lose. MT. Go
on. I was going to say, it's not the worst, is it, when you around this track, when you've preserving the tyres is such a crucial part of the race.
Yeah.
So.
I think starting on the fresh tyres, they might even be smart and go hard. If they go hards and then extend to the softs, you don't need to worry about tyre wear. You can just push as hard as you want the whole race. And it might not be the worst idea, starting on the hard tyre.
I always like an alternate strategy. I always like to be on a strategy that not many others are on.
Yeah, because it also gives you the advantage, doesn't it, at the end of the race, and you're just absolutely flying, normally. That's if you get to the end of the race. You'd normally crash by, like, midway through, but...
Midway? Oh, I'll take that.
Oh, no. Yeah, Zarbrad, I don't think it was Lucky Locker, was it now?
Lucky Locker.
I can see your corrected message before you come at me with anger.
Don't know. Orphan's gonna win.
Yeah, Orphan's got this. Come on, Orphan. We'd all love to see Orphan on the podium. He's a nice fella.
One of
he
the
just
crowd
doesn't get the
pleasers.
luck. Yeah, exactly. He is the crowd's favourite. That's the best way of wording it. So Brad looks very happy in the chat. Now, Immortal, who is your favourite for pole position? I'm going to put you on the...
On the old spot.
Yes, I forgot what word I was looking for, but yes, you're on the spot. Have fun.
My favourite for... Oh. It's got to be Hippo and Jokers. One of those two. I can't...
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll pick two because I can't pick between them. I don't think.
No, do you know what? That's probably not a bad shout. I don't want to copy you, but I really do believe that Hippo's going to get pole. I really do think so. He's got a bit of pace about him.
I think he definitely
Yeah.
likes this track.
I do think Hippo. He's a very big fan of this track. He's a big fan of Imola as well, but I've already been informed that he will be missing Imola. So, Aaron, welcome back to the seat for next week, hopefully.
Oh, we've got a spinner already.
Oh no, on their outlap.
James.
It's James. He's driving the wrong way. He's going to get disqualified, and he has been disqualified. He has been disqualified from the session. James Petty is starting 10th.
That's unfortunate.
I did. Yeah, because I saw him driving backwards. I don't know actually why he was doing that, but yeah, he's out.
Yeah, you can't get in the last game. You could get away with driving backwards a little bit to obviously spin around, but in this game you have to really spin around literally on the spot where you are. You can't be.
It's a bit strict. I would say it's a tiny bit too strict, to be honest with you.
Yeah, because sometimes you're just trying to avoid people that are legitimately on their laps, and you have to kind of scoot across them or something. It's pretty dangerous.
Yeah, but sometimes this game just doesn't care about you. It doesn't care about us.
It's like it's your fault for spinning. So therefore, it's all your fault. Don't worry about us. You get a disqualification.
Just having a quick look at the sector times. Hippo is up on Skyline as it stands. Skyline coming to the line. What can he do? He does a 27.5. Now we're going to go on board with Hippo, see what Hippo can do into the final corner now. Our favourite for pole position. Go on board with him, make sure he doesn't do anything silly. Coming to the line now. Hippo, can he put himself on provisional pole? Yes, he can with a 27.2. The fastest lap we've seen yet today. Wow. Daniel to the line, 29.1. Not quite what he was looking for.
Must have had a mistake
Tomo
in there.
has... Yeah, must have been. Tomo has invalidated, actually. And also, a guy that I failed to mention, Kabuki. Now, last season, he was failing to get to any Q3s. So the fact he's even here, credit to him. He's done well to get this far. And that's not me being rude. He's just not normally a Q3 guy. Aaron,
That's
though,
the thing. You
what
like
can Aaron
to
do
see
for the line?
improvement wherever it is. Like some guys getting faster.
Yeah, exactly. At the end of the day, the fact that he has improved, that is nice to see. And Tomo has invalidated yet again. The only guy on a valid lap right now is Mr. JJ himself. I talk to JJ quite a lot. He is a nice guy. He just needs to find a little bit of pace. He does have a few mistakes in him, as Lord Muddy has appeared in the chat with the L plan. So I believe he is the team principal of Alpine from that guess. I actually don't know. I wish I did, but I don't. But
I'm sure
far,
he'll correct us.
Oh yeah, of course. If I'm wrong, he'll just abuse me or something. But I think I'm right. But yeah, so far we've got Hippo sitting on pole position, with Joker in second, Aaron third, Skyline fourth, Daniel fifth, Kabuki in sixth place, and then we got 4 drivers who haven't set a lap, and James Petty, well, including James Petty, who has been disqualified. Oh, Cornet is team principal. Okay, sorry Cornet Star, apologies.
He is.
Yes,
he is here
Rocket,
supporting
JJ.
his-
Yeah, he's supporting his team. Should know better. Well, I mean, I've got a lot going on. I've got a load of drivers to control now. I've got to make sure they
And
behave
JJ
themselves.
to the line. Goes
That's
fifth.
a good lap from JJ. Puts himself P5, which is decent for JJ. Muddy's abusing Rocket in the chat. Love to see it. But now we have a very cool moment in the stream where we just have to relax and watch JJ cruise around until somebody else comes out to do a lap.
I'm gonna have to set up a betting site, aren't I? Look, Hippo and Jokers, P1, P2.
Yeah, you should actually. You put money on this, you'd make a fortune.
Crystal ball.
I'm more happy about Haas being 1-3 at the moment. They are doing their team principal proud. And I would love to speak to the lads at the very end of the race if they can keep themselves there.
Yeah, I mean,
Checked by mods. Are you having a laugh? Alright, Rocket, you've banged your head again, mate, I presume. I presume you've banged your noggin again. Yeah. Sorry, I was just reading Rocket. He's just being he's being Rocket. That's the only way to describe it. He's being Rocket.
there's some
yeah.
disturbance in the chat. If the moderator needs to step in and get rid of Rocket. What?
Yeah, rocketing into motorsport is a problem, and I think he needs to be exterminated. He's gonna hate me.
Right, we do
Well,
have
as you
someone
can
on the
see,
outlap
the-
now, though. Skyline.
Yes, the first guy that will be completing a lap in the
Daniel
stage 2 of
P45.
Q3 is Mr. Skyline. Yeah, we've also got Tomo on an outlap, who Tomo has not actually successfully got a lap in yet. So he does need to sort himself out. He says he's a king, but I'm not sure what he's a king of. Because he's not a king of qualifying and he's not a king of finishing. So he needs to find out what he's a king of. JJ, how has he got himself into Q3? JJ, even I don't know, mate, but you're doing everybody proud. So keep going, concentrate, get yourself back out on track in about a minute's time, and stop messaging in the chat. Thank you. Sorry about that, Ricky. Just had to tell off one of the drivers.
I find it fascinating how some drivers have the stream up. I cannot do it. I cannot. It annoys me. I can't have too many people in the party. That'll annoy me. When I'm annoyed, I just spin. So, I mean, 9 times out of 10, that's why I'm facing the wrong way.
Yeah, you do let it get to you, don't you, sometimes?
I
Your
do.
head just goes.
The problem is, if you do invest some time into it, and then when you get kind of your front wing goes in the first few laps, it's infuriating, especially like when it's not your fault or someone. Oh, Skyline.
Oh, Skyline! Wow, what a lap that is from
27.0.
Skyline.
That's
I-
put down a
I'll-
marker, isn't it?
It has indeed. I'll be totally honest with you right now. I was expecting maybe a 26.9 for pole position. So they're getting a bit closer, but I don't know if we're going to get to that 26.9. It's looking pretty unlikely, but maybe somebody like Hippo can find a lap, because he did a 26.8 in a session earlier. So he's got a lot more in him yet. He's just not found it yet.
Daniel
Also, he's not
goes
coming out
second.
back on track.
70.
The Haas boys both need to get themselves back on track, and the other car in the pit lane of JJ. Oh, Tomo's messed up the fast right. That's going to lose him a bit of time. He's a 106.0 for that sector. Oh, I kind of just lost Tomo. Where has he gone? There he is. Oh dear. Are you reading the chat? Because
No,
it's
sorry.
absolutely hilarious. It's abusing Rocket for too many orange juices. And yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
Skyline improves.
As we get a bit of a lag
He did
on the
back-to-back
stream.
laps and improves.
Love that. I think all these drivers, I think they've got more in them yet. Kabuki is half a second up. Oh, he is on a 29.1. Okay, that makes sense. Crunchy Bear might trouble the front here. Crunchy Bear take provisional pole for 26.8. That is more like it.
By the looks of it, I'm going to have to get my crystal ball and stamp on it. No. Ah.
That was a great lap from Crunchy. Who is on the next lap? It looks like it's Kabuki. I don't think this is... No, this is definitely not trouble in the front. But is he going to put himself into a position a little bit further up? Not really. P9. Who else is on a lap as it stands? Tomo is on a cooldown. Looks like he might be out of fuel, actually. Tomo looks like he is done in this session. JJ, I believe, has just started a lap. He's the next driver, unless
Aaron
Hippo has started
made
one.
it.
Yeah, did he? Good lad. Right, I'm going to go on board with Hippo for this lap, and hopefully he's going to do himself proud. Don't invalidate. He's put a lot of pressure on himself coming out really late in this session. So he's all here to do. He has to get this lap right, or he does actually surprisingly
See the Jokers to the
down
line.
in P4. Goes P4, jumps above Hippo. As Mr. Skyline and Daniel have both retired. Got a car coming to the line now. I don't know who that is, but I'm staying on board with Hippo.
Straight in the pits for...
Oh, it was Crunchy, was it?
Yeah.
Okay. Now Hippo coming around the windy section. He's 3 tenths up. Hippo is 3 tenths up right now. He needs to find another 10th in this final couple corners to actually take pole position. Hippo is on here. Can he do it? And also, guys in the chat, please stop spamming hydrate. It's very annoying. As we come to the line now, Hippo, what can he do? He comes to the line now. Is he going to do enough? No! 27.0.
5 attempts up.
Aaron's got a chance here. Aaron can do this. Aaron now into the final corner. Can he nail it? He comes out the final corner. Can he do enough to take pole position? It's going to be close. He does! Aaron is on
26.7.
pole as it stands, unless JJ can trouble him. No, JJ is done. We have a Haas car on pole position of Aaron, who is also the reserve driver. He has put himself on pole position.
It's not one way to...
Wow.
do it.
Yeah, it's definitely one way to show yourself in the division. On his debut in RSF1 as well.
Adam Lee saying that'll be pole in
X4. To be honest, Adam, I think I can go faster than that, and I'm in F4. So
I can't, and I'm in F4.
I don't think that will be pole. I think one of us will get a 26.5. I think we're aiming for in F4.
Yeah,
I
normally
think that will be
between
pole
the
position.
tiers it is about 2 tenths.
Muddy, that's quicker than me. Well, Muddy, your name is right. You are in the mud. Yeah. That's all we can say about that one. Muddy's going to be so happy. Yeah, Adam, I think I am a quali merchant. I'm very, very bad at the race part, but I'm very good at quali. So let's hope I can get a lap. But we're not talking about me today. We're talking about F5, which is our beloved tier for the season. And yeah, we're going to be here hopefully all year, every race if we can. There might be an occasion where me and Ricky get sick of each other and can't make it. But I'm sure we'll be every week.
I'm not feeling too well now, actually. I think I should step down. Getting a bit of an earache for some reason. I'm not.
Please don't leave me with Lincoln. I think he's the backup. I might cry.
Although I will leave you for 1 minute, so I can let my little furry friend out of the toilet.
Okay, mate. So yeah, guys, that was an eventful Q1 and Q2. So far, qualifying has been amazing. Q3 was just... I was not expecting that lap from Aaron. Aaron absolutely smashed it. How many will spin in Sector 3 right-hander? Muddy's going with 6. I think we're going to get... I think we can get 5, and I think one driver's going to do it probably 2 or 3 times. That is my guess. Other than that, I think we're going to have quite a clean race. Probably an early safety car, which will then help everybody go to the end. As Mando looks like... So Mando confuses me. Mando's a driver that normally goes for the hard compound tyre to start a race nearly every week. Looks like he's strapped on the soft tyre. That would make literally no sense. It wouldn't make any sense to me at all. So if he's going to go hards, that would add up a little bit so we can drag it to the soft tyres. But anybody outside the top 10, they're either going to go fresh mediums or hard tyres to drag themselves to the soft period. Now, that is the way to go. All the guys in the top 10, other than Mr. Crunchybelt on the softs, Kabuki on the softs, so Kabuki's down in 9th place. He's going to struggle because he's qualified down there and he's on the soft tyres from Q3 because he had to qualify in Q2 to get through on the soft tyres, so that's not going to help him at all. Mr. Crunchy Bear, if he gets a good launch off the line, gets past Aaron, so Aaron shouldn't really fight him too hard. If he gets past Aaron at the start and then manages to gap, because he's going to have to pit very, very early in the race because the soft tyres will last about 5 laps. And he's probably going to go onto the hards, or he might even go mediums and then pray for a safety car. So I honestly think, my prediction for this race is I think it's going to be a Haas car winning the race. I can't decide between Hippo and Aaron. I think one of the Haas boys will win it. Skyline's going to get P2. And I've got a funny feeling that maybe JJ or FIFA Jokers is going to get P3. Now that's Michael. I might have to run you through the formation lap if my co-com doesn't come back in time. So if he doesn't come back, I'll run you guys through said formation lap, and I might even give him a surprise and let him do the start of the race. That'd be interesting. So we'll see. We'll see when we get there in a minute. But yeah, it looks like I'm going to be running you through the formation lap. And Hippo, good luck. Try to keep yourself out of trouble, mate. And you've got it in the bag today if you keep yourself out of trouble. No wing damage. Now, one thing I've noticed on this game of late is there seems to be a problem where you don't get the grid lights. So if I do miss the start, guys, that would probably be the reason why. Oh, are you back?
I am back.
Just in time to do the formation lap. Beautiful. So run us through whenever you're ready.
So we have the Mercs taking it up the rear in Yatesy and Gravedigger. Timmer in 18th behind him. In front of them, should I say. Then we have Mando, P17. Stars Orphan in 16th. Mr. Blue Sky in 15th. MT the Mighty in 14th. Locker in 13th. Mr. Hobnovich in 12th. Sorry, just getting tyres up. Invade in 11th with his teammate James Petty in 10th. Buki in 9th. Ale King Tomo in 8th. Man JJ's in 7th. FIFA Joker 6th. Daniel P45 in 5th. Hippo in 4th. Skyline in 3rd. Punchy Bear in 2nd. And Aaron Bat, the reserve, in So for tyres, everyone's on mediums with Mr. Crunchy Bear and Kabuki on softs, which is interesting. And then you've got MT and Mando on hards.
Yeah, the reason they're on softs is because they qualified for Q2 to get into Q3 on those tyres, and that is the worst thing they could have done. They're not going to be in contention for the win without a safety car. There's just no way.
I think Crunchy could, because if he can get in front of Aaron and get away, then that's fine. You're not being held up. You're not getting stuck in a train. But I think Kabuki is going to be a hard ask to try and make moves when everyone's got loads of ERS.
Yeah,
but we'll see.
I think the way for Crunchy Bear to do well here, as Slytherin really liked your comment that you said on the formation lab, the way I think it is, Crunchy Bear needs to get a good launch. He needs to put himself into P1 before turn 1. Otherwise, this is not going to work for him at all if he gets stuck behind the Haas. But that is my opinion. We'll see what happens. I'm going to have to go on board with all the drivers because I have noticed the new annoying glitch where you can't see the lights. I can see them this time. We go up to the 5 red lights. And it's go here for the Bahrain Grand Prix, round number 1 around F5, Division 5. Let's see if anyone can get a good start. It looks like it's an initial great launch there from Aaron, who takes the lead. As it's a bit of a lag spike. I don't know what happened there.
4 abreast.
Crunchy Bear might have lagged in front, and he's gone off the track. I hope Aaron's not got any damage from that, because that'll be very, very unfortunate. As I can see a spinner in the background, it is that Crunchy. Oh, there's a chaos in the background.
Mando's
absolute
spinning.
Carnage. Timmer gets a 5-second time penalty for the carnage. Wow. But at the front, you can see that Aaron has got away. Yeah, Mr. Crunchy Bear is way off the track. It looked like he had a lag spike at the start, which caused so much problems. But you can see that the front 3 have already gapped M and JJ's by a second. So the front 3 are getting away at the moment. Aaron's got a second gap to Skyline. Then you've got the gap of half a second to Hippo. Then JJ just under a second away. And then everybody else follows nice and closely as Mr. Hobnovich goes down the inside, makes the move on Kabuki, I believe. And he's into P7. Or is Kabuki coming at him? I'm not really sure. It looks like Kabuki might be trying to hold it around the outside. This is dangerous. Side by side in the background as well. Kabuki tries to hold it. He goes wide. He's going to get a warning for that, at least. Oh, Williams sideways in the background. It looked like it was Locker, but he holds it together. So far, an absolute chaotic start. And we currently have a reserve lead in the race, followed by Skyline. So Aaron Back has absolutely sent it on this first lap. He has a 1.1 second gap.
And Kabuki again. Takes him down into turn 1.
Oh, a bit of contact there. I was about to say a bit of carnage. That's definitely not English.
Wheel banging.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Words failed. Locker making a move on Gravedigger. Down the inside, should be comfortable. I've just noticed as well, because of all that happened at the start, the Mercedes drivers have both made up 7th and 12th and 13th. They've done amazingly to get themselves that far up the order. As I've noticed a bit of an issue in the corner, but we're fine. Mando has dropped himself down to 17th now. Well, actually, he started in 17th. Crunchy Bear lost 16 places. Daniel's lost 14. And Timmer just coming out of the pit lanes. I think Daniel has pitted as well.
Yeah,
and I didn't see it.
Yeah, it was the bottom 3.
Okay, well, our plan failed. Yeah, it didn't go very well, did it, Money?
Yellow flags. Kabuki's out.
Kabuki!
Invade's out.
Oh, there's somebody else. Invade. Oh, and a spinner for Mando. Mando's around as well. There's carnage on that corner. Safety car. Safety car. Full safety car. Anybody on the soft tyres, I would advise pitting. Anyone on the mediums, stay out. Do not pit. So I'm going to have to go to tyres now, see if anybody takes this lunge into the pit lanes.
Would.
Crunchy should. If he doesn't,
MT the Mighty's in.
He's not.
Did he have damage?
MT
He
might
started
have done.
on
I'm going to go on board
hards.
of him and find out.
Enter the
I
mediums.
can't see from this camera. No,
nor
he
could I.
didn't. No, he didn't. He did not change his wing. He wasn't in the pits long enough.
He just wanted to go to the mediums.
That's weird. I wouldn't have done that.
You'd have stayed on the hards.
Yeah, because he was in a decent place, was he not?
No, I don't think he lost many places.
Oh, okay. If he didn't lose any places, it's worth doing because now he can take the mediums definitely to lap 20, 21 to pit for the softs. So he's going to be on the same strategy as most of the rest of the grid. But yeah, I don't know. It's going to be an interesting one. As I'm watching Aaron right now, and he's really toying with that safety car. He's getting way too close for my liking. Aaron, stay away from the safety car.
I mean,
What are you doing? The worst
I
thing
don't
is this safety
understand
car can
people
lag.
that are so close to each other under safety car. You
No, it
don't
gives
need
me
to
a headache.
be.
Yeah, it's not advised. Because you end up with 5-second penalties you can avoid. What penalty does Mando have? Mando has a 5-second penalty. So if I was Mando, I would box for a fresh set of medium tyres. Mediums would be a good idea.
I think he's...
As I just noticed.
Well, you'd lose 3 positions, but...
Yeah, but it ain't going to hurt you that much, is it? You lose 3 positions, you get rid of your 5-second time penalty.
Yeah, I'd advise it to pit.
It's Div 5 living up to the standards. Yeah, so we were talking about how many people, you probably missed that more. We were talking about how many people were going to crash at the fast right. I think Muddy went with 6, Rocket went with the big number, and I said 5. We've already had 3 on 1 lap. We had 3 on that 1 lap in that incident.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's not ideal.
There we go. Mando is in.
Yeah, that's advised. Maybe he's listening to the stream, but that was a clever move, Mando. Get rid of your penalty. Get on a fresh set of tyres. But yeah, that's unfortunate for Kabuki, but that was a bit of a trait from him last season. He had a lot of spins, unfortunately for him, which normally ended in retirements because somebody else would normally hit him. But yeah, that's Kabuki's luck for you. It might end one day.
They say you
But
make
yeah,
your
for
own
the
luck,
moment-
but I don't know how many people's graves I've walked over or whatever.
You must have walked over a load, mate.
Yeah.
I've seen your luck. Yeah, your luck is very bad.
Not this season.
Ideal at all.
Not this season. It's gonna be. It goes swimmingly.
Yeah?
No, not at all.
Okay. As long as any of your incidents don't involve me, I don't mind. Just stay away from the house. But yeah, I mean, we can all joke about it. We're all a community at the end of the day. We're all nice to each other, but we all joke
everyone
about
makes
each other having
mistakes.
whoopsies. Yeah.
In
Yeah,
perception
exactly.
as well. Like in the moment, you always think you're giving more room than you are, or you always
Yeah.
don't see the other. Like if you see the other person's point of view, you're like, right, yeah, that's why.
Yeah. Yeah, we've
lot of the
always got a
time.
split-second decision to make. But we do have the safety car coming in this lap. And this is going to be interesting. Aaron gets to lead the safety car away in his first RSF1 race. I wonder if he can get this absolutely bang on. Is he going to pull a Bottas? Is he going to just go at the final corner? If he pulls a Bottas, we might see carnage. But we're about to find out. Skyline is literally
I think it was
tailing
last
him.
season.
I'm staying on
Someone
board.
here went before the last corner, and it caught everyone napping.
Aaron's gone. Aaron's gone. He's bolted away. He's caught Skyline napping. Absolutely caught him napping. Really, really good start. We've got a load of drivers. It looks like James Petty's going to be making a move
Side by
down the
side.
inside on FIFA Joker. Oh, he backed out of that one. It was getting a bit close. JJ's got a car down his inside. He's got FIFA Jokers side by side with him. This could end badly as FIFA Jokers extends the track slightly. But JJ keeps the position.
Oh, Stars is off
We
track.
got yellow flag at the back.
Yeah.
Oh, it stars, is it?
No damage is still going along.
Okay. There must be some sort of debris at turn 1 because there was a yellow flag at turn 1 when there was no cars there. Yellow flag sector 2, JJ! It's JJ! He's gone at the fast
Mando's
left-hander.
missing a wing, I think.
We've lost JJ from the race. That is unfortunate for Red Bull and for JJ himself, but keep your head down. You've got next week and the rest of the season to go. And do you say Mando's missing a wing?
Yeah, missing a front wing and end plate.
Ah, that will be what the yellow flag at turn 1 was for then. They were picking up his debris. But there's not a lot you can do there, Mando, as well. That's unfortunate for him. He's going to have to box and potentially put the hard tyres back on that I believe he had on before.
Oh, Gravedigger's letting Yatesy through. And then Daniel's...
But he's also let Daniel through.
Yeah, Daniel's spoiling the party.
Yeah, he's not done that in a very good place, has he? It's not worked out at all as Aaron sets the fastest lap of the race as he's starting to gap. If he can get out of the DRS zone, he'll be absolutely perfect for the rest of this race until the pit stops. We got Gravedigger in the pit lane. That will be why Gravedigger let him pass. I think Gravedigger may have wing damage. No, he doesn't. He's pitted for the soft tyres. Right, okay. Now I'm lost. No idea. No idea. I don't know why he's going for
sure
softs.
about that one.
I don't understand that myself, but... Yeah, okay. We'll let him do his thing. It might work out for him later, but...
He may have accidentally toggled through too quickly. Or...
Yeah, that could be the game just being a git, because it does it. The game does it a lot. I've been in the wet conditions before, and the game said, no, you're going on the dries. Oh, good.
That's where you
Great,
want to be
thanks.
further down the pit lane, so you've got more time to change your...
Yes, that is true. Actually, I was just thinking, where's Haas in the pit lane? Which end are they?
Oh, Haas.
I think we're near the start.
No, you're at the end.
Are we at the end? Oh, okay. That's perfect for
Yeah,
Haas,
Mercedes
boys.
will be first, won't they? And then...
Oh, yeah, I couldn't remember
Red
which way
Bull.
around it was. Hippo is looking very racy. I don't think DRS has been enabled yet, so Hippo's just sat there for now. Once DRS is enabled, he's going to absolutely swarm Skyline.
Oh,
Aaron
James
fastest lap again.
Petty has a run on FIFA Jokers.
He's going to go down the inside nice and easy here. This is going to be
Yeah,
hard.
FIFA Jokers just letting him. He didn't fight that, didn't he?
Oh, hold on. He's trying to hold it. He thought about it. And that's opened an opportunity here for Mr. Hobnob. That's what I'm going to call him now, Mr. Hobnob. He's coming up behind him. Can he pass him? No, he sits in behind for the moment. Oh, these drivers are going to love me by the end of the season. Rocket, if you're hungry, go and get some food, pal. But keep the stream on so you can listen to us. Good lad.
Hobnovic
Tomo, penalty.
sliding around. Locker's all over.
Yeah,
the back
which
of
has
him now.
opened a chance for Locker. Locker has a penalty, though. I did not know that. 3-second time penalty for Mr. Locker.
Yates, he's
Now,
off.
this is... Oh, no, Yatesy. This is going from bad to worse for the Mercedes boys. I hope Mr. Hunt is watching. I hope he is tuned in. Because your boys are in trouble. You might need to help them out. Don't worry, JJ. It's all good, mate. Head down for next week. Get practicing for Imola. Spoiler alert, that's the next track for everybody that did not know.
Yeah, I'm yet to do a lap in Imola. That's going to be interesting.
I did some 5-lappers. I did some 5-lappers as far as it's gone. Is Hippo going to go for this? I think he's way too far back. He's going to be tempted, but I wouldn't panic this move yet, because if you think about it, if he gets in front of him, all he's doing is challenging his teammate. And it might not be worth rushing to pass to catch up with your own teammate and then having a team problem.
I don't know. You've always got to go.
Timo's made a move.
Do you think you can catch the guy in front? Yellow flags.
If you think you've got more pace, it was Yatesy. Yatesy was off again at turn 1. Turn 1 and turn 2. Yatesy's had another incident. Mercedes
MT
are
goes down the
definitely in the
inside
mud.
of Mr. Blue Sky. Turn 3, I believe. 4. Is that 3, 4?
I honestly don't know. I count the little, you know, where Grosjean had his moment.
Yeah.
His big crash. I count that as turn 3 because it is sort of a corner.
Yeah, so turn 4. Hobnovic.
I don't know if I'm the only one that does that, but yeah.
Wait.
Hobnob thinking about a move there on FIFA Joker. Can't quite do it. I'm more interested in what Hippo gets up to at the front here. As long as he doesn't do anything silly, Hippo is in for a good points today. JJ Hudson, could it be a Haas 1-2?
It says on lap 8 of a 29 lap Grand Prix.
Yeah, JJ, I think we'll hold that one back for now, but there is a chance. There is a chance of it happening. As I think Hippo's going to go for the move now. Hippo's not waiting any longer. He's in the DRS. He's using a little bit of ERS. He's going to go for the move. As long as he doesn't hit him, makes a clean move here, hopefully. Down the inside, Hippo.
And Jokers. Oh, collision.
Skyline's trying to hold it. Side by side. I think there might be contact. Skyline's gone around. I would say that's racing incident. Skyline should have pulled out on the move, but unfortunately, he just stayed there. And now he's got to wait.
Speed for Jokers and James Petty just had a coming together. James was out front and Jokers and Hobnovich were using their ERS down the back straight and catching him tooth over nail, and then I think one of them went into the back of him.
Oh no.
They seem to have...
yeah. That's always an annoying one.
Speed for Jokers is missing a bit of his front wing, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, these boys, F5 is normally surprisingly quite a clean tier. And sometimes things do happen, but I think I had a perfect view of the Hippo and I've forgotten who it was. How have I forgotten who it was? A Skyline moment as the McLaren goes off the track of Mr. Hobnob. And it looked like it was a racing incident, but that is from a completely neutral perspective.
Yeah, from the comms box, it looked like FIFA Joker's just outbroke himself and went in the back of James. Like he was too focused on getting past Hobnovich.
Yeah, that sometimes happens, but Hobnob is going to actually have a go. Oh, okay, smart. He was in behind Locker there. He had a chance, and he just let off the throttle. Clever, very clever driving. And also, Sliverin and Rocket, yes, Div 5 was pretty clean last year, because if you look back at the steward reports, there wasn't very many of them.
Crunchy Bear
so
goes
that's what
wide.
I'm going off with clean. Oh, Crunchy, he's started well tonight, and it's just gone south very quickly for him. Which is very, very unfortunate for the man, but he's got plenty of time. And I think he's going to be up there by the end of the season. He is a quick driver.
Yeah,
now we have a bit of a gap.
Yeah, everyone's spread out.
Yeah, for the closest gap on the track is Hobnovich and Locker. But the thing is, Hobbs not going for the move. He's just sitting there.
Gravedigger picks up a 3-second pen.
Ah, yeah, Gravedigger on his weird strategy of pitting for the softs. Yeah.
FIFA Joker's done it exactly the same. Yeah.
What on earth is going on there?
So he had wing damage. I just presumed he would go on to the hards to the end. Lap 10. Quite easily, 19 laps on the hard.
Yeah, I think that would have been
so he's going,
right cool.
So he's going soft.
Yeah, I think he's banged his head. I don't know what he's doing. Yellow flag. It's a Mercedes.
It's Gravedigger.
And it's Gravedigger. And also, Mr. Sliverin, Aaron is a reserve, so nobody really knows what to do with reserves when they're either too fast or, you don't think they're in the right place. But this is race number 1. Might just be his favourite track. We don't know.
Yeah, you can never promote and demote people after like one race.
No, you've got to give them a couple unless it's blimmin' obvious. And I would not say this is obvious. I would say he's looking quick, granted, but I wouldn't say it's obvious. Because you need people that are fast. You're always going to have a big difference in F5, as me and yourself do know, because we've been here ourselves. There is always going to be a difference between the top and the bottom.
Everyone's used quite a lot of their ERS on noticed, except for Mr. Crunchy Bear, who's got 100%. He's
got 100. Wow.
Okay. He just doesn't like to use it.
Wow, that's crazy. He's just chilling. He's just having a nice day out. But his fuel light is on. Maybe that's why he's not using his ERS. He has a yellow fuel.
He's
Words failed me.
banking on that.
Fuel light. I know that's going to become a meme now. Brilliant. Cool.
He's the only one to underfuel.
Oh, hold on. Hippo's in the pits. Okay, Hippo's going for the strategy that I talked about with him before the race.
Locker as well. And Tomo.
Yeah. It's the safe strategy, but we did have the safety car, so he could have probably extended to the softs. This might be the wrong call. Because now he's putting himself out into traffic, and he didn't need to do this. He could have carried on and could have gone to the softs, surely. I don't know.
It's one of those when you have a strategy in mind, most of the time you'll stick with it.
True, very true. Closest battle on track right now is Mr. Crunchy. Oh, hold on. Oh, okay. Yep, we'll ignore that then. I was about to say it looked like he lost the back end, but then I realised it wasn't him losing the back end. Yeah, Sliverin, I think Hippo might have made the wrong call, but time will tell. Time will tell.
It depends how much
goes
quicker
hards,
than he is, doesn't it? Really.
Yeah, it does. It really does. The problem is if we get another safety car, as Aaron's going for the same strat. As long as he gets the pit lane right. Oh, that was close. He absolutely nailed the pit lane, but that was very, very close. So both Haas boys are going for the hard strategy.
It's a three-way fight for seventh. Mr. Blue Sky, Country Bear and Daniel. With Hippo catching them.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. I'm on board with it now. I can see what's going on. Looks like Crunchy's going to make the move on blue. Mr. Blue Sky. Is Daniel going to follow him through? He's thinking about it. Not quite close enough. I think there might have been slight contact there at turn 1, though. Might have slightly hit the back of him.
Daniel needs to just stay behind and says to me RS is on 8%.
Wait, someone got off the track there. We have an Alpine off the track. It's Mr. Crunchy Bear. I don't know what's happened. Oh, wait. What the... Yeah, Crunchy Bear need... Yeah?
What? Up to 7?
What the...
Was that just a
What?
lag spike?
Yeah, it must have been. What on earth is
He was
going on?
off the track for mine as well, so it wasn't just...
Okay. Yeah,
Hippo's
I would
caught up on
suggest
the back,
somebody look
going
at
down
that.
the inside of Daniel.
Oh, God. As long as you make a clean move here, down the inside. Hippo, these two are friends, and he's made the move.
Yeah, they was
But now he's
teammates.
behind Mr. Blue Sky. Yeah, they were, weren't they? Teammates in Mercedes.
Yeah.
I'm afraid for Crunchy Bear, though. He's there. We got a yellow flag. It looks like it's an Alpine again. Is it FIFA Joker? It is. Oh, it's a Williams, sorry. My bad. It's just a blue dot. And we have FIFA Joker, who did start this race very promisingly, but it's gone backwards.
Oh,
We've got a yellow
Hippo's
flag.
out.
It's Hippo! Oh, Hippo!
What has gone on there?
Oh, no!
Last corner.
What's he done? How's he ended up there? Oh, no, Hippo.
Too much on the outside curve, maybe?
Yeah, potentially. He's just absolutely thrown away a podium. He was on for a podium. Oh, dear.
So the top driver's going to love this.
Yes. It's too early to pit for the softs. So they're going to... If they want to have their free pit stop, they need to pit for hards. They have no choice. It has to be hards. Which is now going to screw Aaron a little bit. So Hippo's accidentally screwed his own teammate. But, what can you do? 5 mile an hour, lose my wheel again, 6th time on this game. Huh?
Try 4 mile an hour.
Yeah,
Or try not hitting the barrier.
first of all, why are you going 5 mile an hour? Why are you spinning? What caused you to spin? I've got many questions. I'm going to come to you later on in the Haas garage, so make sure you're prepared. Good lad. Ah, that's disappointing. He was on for good points. As James Petty does decide to pit. If he goes softs, he's going to have to pit again. He's going to have to be smart about this. But Aaron is going to be behind all of these guys.
Yeah.
And he has gone hard. Right.
Pavlovich in, Timmer in, MT the Mighty in.
Right, Aaron's going to stroll
Someone
past
didn't go
all of
in.
these
Who
cars.
went past? Was that Crunchy? No?
It was Aaron who's already pitted for the hard tyres
yeah.
last lap. And he's still in the lead. Aaron maintains the lead of this Grand Prix. But James Petty is now in P2. I don't think James Petty was in P2 before, was he? I don't know. People have all moved about now. But I think everybody will not have to pit again. I think this is now a race to the finish.
MT the Mighty, Crunchy Bear on the mediums, they'll be the ones to watch.
Oh, they're going to be fast.
And
But will
further
their
down you've
tyres
got
make it to the
Skyline,
end?
Mando and Yatesy as well.
Ah, dear. Right, Hippo, don't worry, mate. Take next week off, as you're going to do, and get your head back and come back stronger for Portimao, I think the third round is.
Hippo saying sorry if he spun Skyline. It's nice to see drivers apologising if they have had incidents by accident.
Yeah, it's always nice to see that there is a lot of polite drivers in this tier, as Mando's serving another 5-second penalty. I don't know when he collected that, but he is serving one. But we're going to have a good battle now to the finish with a couple of drivers. 5
Mando's
out of
gone
11 halfway through.
softs. Now, did he just go? Is he going to pit again? I mean, is it just one? You know, just
yeah, he's going to have to. He's
no,
going to
is
have
it
to.
as
Those
in
cars will
under
not
the
go to
safety
end.
car, as in put on the softs, catch
Yeah.
up a bit, pit again.
Yeah, I think
Put
that's
back on the
exactly what
mediums.
he's going to do. Just reading the chat. Couple people in there. Hippo obviously very disappointed that he's crashed out, but it's gonna be a long season. We've got plenty of points to fight for. Rocket is thinking he's going to be right about his 11 cars to crash. I think at the fast right, I think is his plan. What he was going on about.
Oh, 2 pit.
And two people
Stars
of the hards.
They're going mediums. They're taking
They're
the
going aggressive.
yeah, they're taking the hit on the track position and putting on the optimum tyre.
Yeah, that's interesting. And Sliverin, I wouldn't say Haas are in the mud. I don't know if you've noticed, but one of them's leading the race. So I wouldn't say we're in the mud. I would just say Hippo's a bit of a overexcitable person when it comes to the throttle input. But other than that, and Hippo, I do love you really. Other than that, it's I wouldn't say we're in the mud. Yes, he's a reserve. I'm aware he's a reserve. Okay, shush. I'm being bullied in the chat. I'm all.
I just need to. I should bully some of my drivers. And then get Aaron in.
Yeah, I think I would very much like Aaron as a permanent seat. You know, sorry, Chronic. I think it's Chronic, my driver. I believe it is.
Ah, you're
Still
mean.
looking forward to seeing you drive. Still looking forward to seeing you drive, but wow, Aaron's fast.
We will
I'm
see.
not being mean. I'm being nice, I think. Sort of.
Gravedigger.
Gravedigger has left the session. Would you mind inviting him back, please? Thank you very much. So basically, what we're understanding from this is whoever gets Aaron each week has a chance. That'll be what I'm thinking from this. To be fair, Hippo, that is the most common time to lose the car and the wheel when you're in a slow spin in second gear. I wouldn't overthink it. Just get your head down, have your week off, and return and win at Portimao. Simple as that. Egon is a reserve, Mr. Rocket. He is a reserve driver. I love how Invade's in the chat saying Hipper in the mud. Is that the same RSF1 Invade that kind of crashed out quite early in the race? Because if it is, I think you might be in a little bit more mud than Hippo.
Chucking stones in glass houses.
Exactly. Oh dear. Rocket, why are you disappointed with Chadwick? He's not even here.
Well,
I'm very confused.
Everyone's caught up, so hopefully safety car
Yeah, we
should
should be coming back to racing conditions by the end of this lap, and it is literally gonna be a sprint to the end now. Without another safety car, it's gonna be just race to the end.
The 4 with penalties, they're all 3 seconds as well.
Ah, okay. So all 3-second time penalties for the lads that have them. But yeah, I don't know who my favourite would be to win this race right now, because one of my favourites, Hippo, has put himself in a wall. And this track can bite you at any point. So it could be anybody's. As far as I know right now, Mando could win this race. So, yeah. I'm not going to predict anything from this point. We're just going to sit back, enjoy what we get. As I've just noticed, we've got 49 viewers here, Immortal. Welcome everybody here that's watching. If you haven't said anything in the chat yet, pop in, say hello. And, yeah, enjoy what we're about to witness, as Aaron is going to get us back underway in a moment.
What's happened to Skyline? And FIFA Jokers?
I
like
have absolutely no idea.
Overtaking each other under safety car.
Some people do silly things
Probably
like that, and I don't know why.
Not advisable. Oh.
No.
He's gone.
Aaron's gone. Same place as he did before. And he's also caught out
Tim
James. I
has
think
got-
there's
had a-
carnage behind.
Tim has had a start.
People everywhere.
Right on the back of blocker. Gonna put it down the inside. Yes, he is.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a nice move. Ooh.
Over the curb.
Oh,
Get the traction there.
Red Bull went. MC the Mighty lost the back end. I think after clipping a car.
Everyone's safely through.
Yep, everybody's following each other. As the Ferrari's outbroke himself of Daniel, forced himself into trying to make a move there on FIFA Jokers, and still is behind him as it stands.
Everyone's following through.
Sliverin said Hippo in the mud, and Hippo replied with, "That's their natural habitat." No comment, Hippo, you nuisance. Anyway, back to the race. As FIFA Jokers gets a time penalty. We've got a load of drivers keeping an eye on each other right now. The first runner of the medium tyres is Mr. Crunchy Bear, who sat in P7, stuck behind Mr. Hobnob and Hail King Tomo. Can these two drivers defend hard?
Hopefully he'll get a good exit. Oh,
Yeah.
down the inside.
Skyline down the inside. Makes a lovely move on Daniel.
Hopnovich
Tomo's going to make a move on Hobnob.
Yeah, he took Tomo on the last corner, which I found rather strange, rather than trying to get the better exit.
Yeah, that is a bit strange. Don't know why you'd do that, actually. Oh, they're side by side. Oh, Tomo just stays in the track limits just about. And if you've
Punchy
noticed
Bear.
at the front,
Let's put his
James Petty's keeping Aaron on.
double move.
Oh! Can Tomo keep the position? No, I don't think Tomo's going to back out. Oh! Give him space!
Yeah.
Now the thing is, these guys are having to race with Crunchy. We don't know where Crunchy is on the track.
Hopnovich just locked up, so he's obviously running no ABS.
Ah, okay. That's impressive down here in Tier 5.
I mean, I wouldn't do. I've tried it a few
wouldn't either.
times, but I mean, I'm just getting used to traction control, let alone ABS as well.
Are you on no traction control? Are you?
Yeah,
Or medium?
no traction.
Okay, I run medium because I find that hard enough at times.
Obnovich is pushing Tomo through that corner.
Yeah, I'm surprised, you know, the medium runners are not actually making as much ground as I thought they might at this stage. I thought they'd have been on them straight away with a better warm-up from the softer compound.
Yeah, punchy a bit. Rear end happy
Punchy's
at the last corner.
Yeah, he sat there though. I think he could be under pressure from FIFA Jokers. FIFA Jokers is thinking about a move on him very, very soon if he's not careful and make a move here. As I just corner my eye, saw my cat trying to fall off my chair. Love to see it. Right, James Petty still within DRS of Aaron. So Aaron's not getting away this time.
So Hippo
Aaron was
saying try to go on the
absolutely
inside and leave space and they get given a curve in return. There has to be more like better in the future. This is my problem. I try to give people too much space and then I end up spinning on curves. Like,
Yeah,
I think
you need to be more aggressive.
it's not necessarily aggressive. I just gotta stop going left, like on the edge of the track.
Hobnovich, I think, just hit the back of Tomo. I think he's just clipped him. Sorry to interrupt you.
Does he
but
have
I think
his
there was
wing?
a bit of contact. I don't know.
It's still intact, but whether it's lime green damage.
Yeah, it could be. But yeah, back to the point we was talking about. I think potentially being a tiny bit more aggressive but clean might be the way to go. Because if you're giving people too much space, you're compromising yourself, and it's not worth it. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, I just got to be a bit more, not elbows out, but hold my ground. Crunchy's getting a run on Hobnovich. He's got a run on Tomo. He's going for the double overtake again. Over the
straight
curb.
wide at turn one. Pushes off the Alfa Romeo slightly. Hobnovich just got used as a pinball in between the two cars.
Crunchy gets through. FIFA Jokers is going to capitalise as well.
Down the inside, easy move. Daniel gets the fastest lap at the same time. You'll love to see it.
Oh, he's pitted for the softs. He must have had damage. Otherwise, it seems very strange.
Yeah, I don't know why you'd pit again, to be fair. But, yeah, fair enough.
Yatesy trying to take Orphan.
This is a good recovery from Yatesy. He's been last a few times now, and he's just battling himself. He's in one position back outside of the points. So this is not too bad from him. As we go through the order, Crunchy Bear is gaining on Timmer, and gaining on Timmer very quick. Skyline going around the outside of Hobnovich. That is a lovely move. I think Hobnovich might have some damage. He is struggling. He's going backwards. He's slowly dropping, but Crunchy Bear is going to be the next move. I think he's going to should be able to make the move on Timmer down the straight. Oh, these are teammates. This will be team orders. This will be team orders. This is not going to be a hard move. Timmer will not fight this.
He's got.
Oh,
they're both running low on ERS.
Let the throttle off. Yeah, Timmer let him through. There was no battle there at all. Tomo and Yatesy look like they're battling now. Yatesy's trying to take the final point off Tomo, but he's still having to contend with Stars Orphan, who is in the other Alfa Romeo that's trying to force his way past to protect his teammate. We got battles everywhere, but the gap at the front has grown to 1.7 seconds between the leaders. Yeah. And you got a 3-second gap back to Locker, then a 2-second gap back to Crunchy Bear, who is gaining fast. Locker does have a time penalty as well of 3 seconds, so Crunchy's on the podium as it stands.
Locker should only lose one place to hit stabilizers.
Yeah, it's looking good for Locker for a P4, but P3 is looking pretty much unlikely unless Crunchy's tyres do go off, which I don't think they will by the end.
I think it'll be more about sticking with no pens.
Yeah, I think you might be right. Just keep it clean and keep it safe. Like Aaron and James, if either of those two get a penalty, as Stars collects a penalty, If either of the front two get a penalty, they're going to absolutely ruin their race, and the other one's going to win it. We got Yatesy now going for a move. Can he make the move down the inside? He's very late braking. So late, he's nearly gone straight onto the next track. Keeps it just within the limits, but obviously cannot make the move on Tomo. Which he doesn't actually need to, because Tomo has a 3-second time penalty. Timmer side by side with FIFA Jokers. Oh, Timmer's back in.
Skyline's going to force his way through as well.
Yeah. Skyline, that is crucial. He's on the mediums, so he's going to be able to push forward now and maybe have a go at Jokers. But as things stand, it's looking very, very nice for Aaron and James at the front in the Haas and the Aston Martin respectively. Drivers have changed, but things haven't changed, because last year it was between Haas and Aston Martin for the constructors, and we currently have a Haas leading an Aston Martin. So, you know, what's new, I guess?
Driver draw, rigged.
Yeah. That's right.
Oh, Timmer picks up a pen. That's really going to hurt him, because he's got a train behind him all the way down to like 12.
That's going to drop Timmer out of the points. Oh, actually, it might not, because a couple of drivers down there have penalties as well. He might be okay.
I think he would be 10th.
All depends on what Blue Sky gets up to, because he'll be the danger man for him. As Timmer loses the position to Hobnob. Is he going to fight him? No, doesn't fight him right now. Skyline moving mad. Yeah, Skyline's actually making some nice progress here. He's doing well. Considering he was backwards at one point, with a bit of contact, I think, from Hippo. Other than that, he's battled his way back up the field.
And this is why you shouldn't lose your head.
Exactly.
Prime example of what I'm not going to do.
Are you telling yourself this?
Yeah. Prime example of what I'm not going to do.
Yeah, keep telling yourself that, and then eventually, you never know, you might actually take your own advice.
Oh, what's happened here? Helping Tomo and Yatesy, swapping positions.
FIFA Joker is battling with Skyline. And Skyline makes the move, so he is battling his way through this field fast. He might actually catch Crunchy Bear. I think he's got like a second on Crunchy Bear.
I don't think he'll be
if
that
he puts
much.
a lap together.
That's a lot of time. Catch 3.7 seconds in 4 laps.
I've seen stranger. I've seen a lot of stranger things happen.
Well, if Locker holds him up, I guess, and they start battling.
Well, yeah,
Joker
Locker,
sending it down the inside.
Is...
leaves the door open a bit.
Yeah, we've got a nice little battle going here with Hobnob.
I think
and
that's going to cost him time, though, for Skyline, him battling with Jokers.
Yeah, I think so. As Hobnob down the inside.
Oh, Locker's lost a lot of time.
Gets the position on Timmer. Yeah, what's happened to Locker?
He's struggling on those tyres? 12 laps? No, surely.
No, surely not. Those tyres
Maybe
must be
he's
okay.
just...
Yes, that is a very, very
just
good point,
overheating
Adam.
his tyres, isn't it?
James Petty has got back within DRS range of Aaron at the front.
Yeah. I did notice he
has
did have a bit more
ERS
earlier, so... And now they're
I think
even keel.
Yeah. It's going to be... I think it's going to be whoever blinks last here is going to win this race. It's going to be an interesting one.
The way... Oh, yellow flags.
Oh, yellow flag.
Is that Blue Sky's round?
It's Blue Sky. And he's lost his entire front wing. Blue Sky will be boxing and retiring from this race. If he doesn't, I'll be surprised.
Oh, some people like to finish.
Yeah, true. In that situation, I'll definitely be
Crunchy gets past Locker. Don't think Locker was going to fight that too much.
Yatesy's now up into P9. Now he's going for a move on Timmer. He's going to go P8. Oh my god.
Outbroke himself
taking it turn
once
1.
again.
Yeah, he seems to take a very weird line into turn 1.
I think he
Very
just
odd.
gets too involved with the person he's trying to get ahead of, and then like misses his
Gets
braking
distracted.
point. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very potential. Uh-oh. Mando and Gravedigger at the back having a nice little battle, but it looks like Mando keeps the position for the moment. Blue Sky is actually coming back out. Fair play, Blue Sky. You were right.
It's good to
Tomo
see
has
when
been-
people do come back out. Try and pinch the
Yeah.
fastest lap, or
Exactly. Just do something to be a nuisance to somebody else. That's all you need to do.
yeah.
I love that when you're way out of the order. You just get the fastest lap, then you pull into the pits and retire. I've done that a few times.
You sound like a right nice guy, Chris.
What do you mean? I'm lovely. I just like to be a hindrance and, you know, then go home. It's great. We've got a load of... Oh, James Petty, actually, has
Yeah,
now
he's-
within 3 tenths.
He's.
Oh, he's actually pushing him through turn 1.
I think he's trying to save a bit of ERS.
Yeah, I think James is sitting prime here. I think he might get this.
I don't know. I don't think James has got enough, to be honest. The difference, unless he can try and save some more over the next lap.
Tomo gets a second penalty.
he's
of
gone
the
wide.
race. He's up to 6.
James gone
Oh,
off the track.
yeah.
Lost half a second easily.
And that might be very difficult to claw back. Especially with the limited time left in this race. He might struggle to claw that back. And then make a move as well, a very clean
Oh,
move
Yates,
as
he
well.
hits the back of Timmer.
Yes, you want to see the tyre laps. There you go. There you go for you, Invade. Anything for you. James, very clean. You don't see James Petty make many mistakes. I have raced him before, and I know he's a clean driver.
Locker's
But he
caught
just seems to
to
keep
the
it
back
clean.
of Crunchy again. He's not really.
Oh, okay. What on earth's gone on there? Emptied and Mighty and Tomo. What's happened to Tomo? I think Tomo's done. I think Tomo might be calling it. He slowed right down, and he just let a few cars past.
Does he have damage?
I think Tomo has been defeated.
Yeah, he
Sorry.
does.
Yeah.
Missing end, mate.
Honestly, Rocket, don't know. You'll have to watch the stream back and let us know later. I don't know, mate.
I don't think there's been too many, to be honest with you.
No, it's been relatively clean. We had the Hippo crash, we had the Invade Kabuki moment, and we had the JJ crash. Then we've had a couple of spins just here and there. But other than that, it's been relatively clean from everybody and kept it on the track. Oh, looks like MT the Mighty might be going for a move on
Yates.
Yatesy. So I got distracted by my little kitty.
Daniel
What are you doing?
takes
Behave
Gravedigger
yourself.
on the softs.
Yeah, there's battles everywhere at the moment. Daniel has how many penalties? Daniel has 3 seconds of time penalty. So if he can... He's going to struggle to get points, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Daniel might not get points. I was thinking about maybe the chance of it, but it doesn't look likely. You got a yellow... Looker! Looker's off!
Oh no,
And
Crunchy's
Crunchy!
gone.
Looker and Crunchy have both just crashed. What on earth's just happened?
That will not be a safety car, it's too late.
Yeah, way too late for a safety car. I don't know what's just happened there. No, Invade, I think I saw your crash in the background. I don't think I actually caught it.
That will
James
be...
is... James
One
went
for
for a move
shoot.
for the lead. I didn't even catch that. James is going for the lead now. Can he take the lead off Aaron, who's led most
Last
of this race?
lap.
Can he absolutely take it off him? He's going around the outside. It's going to be contact, I think. Aaron's battling hard. Can he defend? He does for now. This is going to be absolutely crucial between these two. Who's going to win this Grand Prix? We don't know. We won't know until the absolute final second of this lap.
Even
Side by side.
Stevens on the ERS.
MT the Mighty's made a move on Timmer. I'm not going to watch that. I'm just going to keep on board with the leaders. Who's going to win this race? Look at, it looks like James Petty just made an absolute error on the traction out of that corner, and he lost the back end. Chris pooing himself. No, behave.
James
James Petty gets a time penalty.
It's all over.
Don't mean to sound so excited, but that ends the battle. Long as Aaron keeps it clean. Slight bit of favouritism there from the Haas team principal, but it looks like as long as Aaron keeps it on the track, he is going to get the victory for Haas. Oh, whoa. Aston Martin outbroke himself in the final corner. But it's going to be Aaron to win the first race of the season for Haas. The stand-in driver, brilliant result. James Petty gets P2. Skyline's going to come home for P3. So that's a great result for Skyline. Joker's going to get P4. Mr. Hobnob is going to come home in P5. With MT the Mighty getting P6. Just behind him, you can have the 2 3-second time penalties that are going to be jumped by Ewan. Then you got Timmer, Stars Orphan, who gets 2 points. Daniel gets the final point. Gravedigger finishes outside the points in 11th. Mando 12th. Hail King Tomo is actually at risk of losing 13th to Mr. Blue Sky. That's going to be quite close. I think that might go to Mr. Blue Sky, 13th place. 14th is going to be Tomo, as long as Blue Sky keeps this clean on the final corner. He might even steal the fastest lap here on the last lap of the race. And he comes to the line, and I don't think he did actually. But that was drama till the final lap. James Petty will be fuming because I think he could have gone for the win there, but absolutely bottled it with getting a penalty on the final lap.
I think it's harsh.
But he still gets P2. Hey?
But shout out to the Mercedes of Yatesy. Somehow from the back of the grid to P7.
That's a brilliant recovery. Oops, wrong button. Okay, right, thanks for that game. I pressed the wrong button. Right. Could you invite the top 3 in for me, please? So, today's winner is Aaron in the Haas. We got James Petty in the Aston Martin, Skyline in the AlphaTauri, rates up our podium. Then FIFA Jokers 4th, Hobnob 5th, MT the Mighty 6th, Yatesy Ewan in 7th, Timmer 8th, Stars Orphan 9th, and Daniel P45 gets the final points. And also, I did remember, I completely forgot to scroll down, I think, in the qualifying, so sorry, Muddy, but I'll do that in the future. But here you go, I'll scroll down here for you guys. You can see everybody that's finished, the DNFs, the times, there you go. I hope that's good enough. But what a race we've just witnessed. Absolute drama. Hippo will be livid with himself. JJ will also be livid. I think Invade could have been up there. Locker could have been up there without a few mistakes. Crunchy Bear the same. Very, very entertaining race. Now, what we do now, make sure everybody that is joining, please include your audio. That'll be nice. And I need to make sure I go now to have a look at the cars to get them on the screen. So how do you want to do this then, Ricky? Which ones would you like to interview? Which one?
You can
I don't
do
mind.
first and third, and I'll do second.
Okay,
Easiest way
right.
to do it.
Yeah. Now, this is the problem with me. I don't remember much of the race, so...
Just commentating
really
it for
bad
2
memory.
hours. But
Just things happen. You don't need to worry about. You don't need to worry about remembering anything. It's just things happen. That's all that matters.
yeah.
Exactly.
No, we
Correct.
asked the question, so we asked them what happened. See? Genius.
Okay. Yeah, correct. So I just say, what happened? Tell me. Right. So third place. I just need to make sure I check. Yep. So third place, Mr. Skyline.
Hello.
First of all, hi. How you doing?
A bit irritated, but I think I got what came to me at the end of the race. So
Okay. So first of all, was you expecting to make the podium tonight? Did you know you had this kind of pace? Because you did look quick from the off.
Bahrain's one of my top 3 tracks for pace. So if I was going to get a podium anywhere, it's here. Really, if I'm honest.
Okay. Yeah, because I think I raced you here last year, and you did seem very fast, and it was very, very frustrating to race you.
What's your game tag like normally? Sorry, it's been a while since I've raced in RSF1. So.
It was Chris 12 LFC last year, and then it was RSF1 Chris.
Yes.
It, I think.
Yes. We had some very interesting races last season. Very interesting.
Yeah, you was a bit of a nuisance to battle sometimes because you were too fast.
Yeah, and then had some personal issues, which meant I couldn't race. So
yeah,
it is what it
is. A shame, but yeah, exactly, mate. But first of all, we'll get started on your qualifying. I can't remember where you qualified. You'll have to remind me. How did you feel in quali? Did you nail your lap? Any mistakes?
Q2, I feel like I nailed because I was the fastest on the medium race. But Q1, I ended up doing 3 laps on my softs, which wasn't great. And Q3, I couldn't hook it up. I was fast in the first sector 1 lap, and then fast in the second sector 1 lap. I couldn't do it. I cracked a little bit, I think. But in the end, I ended up with a decent time, and it was my personal best, including practice time. So it was actually a personal best in the end. But it was very annoying to see people get quicker than me because I think I ended up 3rd, and I was like, yeah, I got pole. Oh no, 2nd. Oh, 3rd. Damn it.
Yeah, it was quite a mental end to qualifying.
It was very good.
Crazy. Yeah, it is looking like a very close tier. So how did your race start? Because I was so focused on what was going on in the front row. There was carnage at the back. Did you happen to see any of that carnage? Did you stay out of it?
I saw it behind me at the hairpin after the chicane. I think there was 2 or 3 cars hit each other there. And so you're just focusing on the front row. I was behind the front row, so you should have seen me. But yeah, I was a bit fearful of Aaron in that whole race because once I saw his qualifying time, I was like, well, he's won the race then because I can't go any quicker than this. So it was just a matter of just like, hold Hippo off. Maybe use Hippo a little bit for a DRS pull when I need to recharge my ERS or whatever. So it was just a management race of managing my ERS, and I was using ERS on the straights, and the leader just still effed off into the distance, and I was like, oh, all right then.
Yeah, he was looking very, very comfortable for quite a majority of that race.
Oh yeah, definitely agree on that.
So you had a little coming together with a man you just mentioned a moment ago, Mr. Hippo. Mm-hmm. I believe it was turn 2. How do you see that? And remember to be kind of polite if you see it the wrong way.
If I'm in the politest way, because obviously that's what I'm irritated about when I said I'm irritated, because I feel like I hung it around the outside quite well, and I felt in my right to be on his inside. And he just went across, and his left wheels hit the curb, which obviously meant I was only going to go one place, and that's backwards. So I was irritated that he didn't leave the space. I mean, I have many words that I'd love to say, but I can't, obviously. But
yeah, just keep it respectful.
Yeah, I mean, if he wants to talk to me and like talk it out, I'm more than happy to talk it out. Like, I'm not going to be an arse about it.
I'm sure he will. He's a very nice guy, Hippo.
I'm sure if
he's already actually apologised.
A lot of the
chat
times as well, like if people have incidents, if you PM each other, if you do have your point of views, you can generally see the other person's point of view, and
I will admit though that I do feel sorry for him for crashing, but like on that final corner, I do feel like there's a little bit of karma in that, in a way. From my point of view, like I might be wrong saying that.
I know it's not your race, but did you have a view on the 2 that went out in the last couple of laps?
No, I think I was 12 seconds behind it. No, not 12 seconds. I was the leader. I was 4 seconds behind it, so I was a bit too far away for that.
Yeah, because I don't think we caught that either. We had no idea what happened.
It'd be interesting to see a clip of it, I have to admit. Like, because it's a very bizarre place to crash, unless someone caught the curb and then just collected the other, because that's more than likely what happened, I think.
Yeah, very possible. But in the end, a brilliant recovery, because you were quite far down the order after your spin, because you had to wait for literally everybody to cruise past you. But yeah, you recovered yourself to P3.
The safety car helped.
Obviously a bit of luck in that as well, yeah. But yeah, you got yourself back on the podium. It's a brilliant start for you in the AlphaTauri team.
It's a bit of a handful. I will admit, it's a bit of a handful compared to other cars I've driven, but
Yeah, I drove the car last year and I loved every second of it. It's a great car.
It's great,
But,
apart from
yeah,
slow
just-
corners.
Yeah, just treat it with respect. Look after me car.
Yeah, I've noticed I had to turn my anti-roll bars down to keep the car a bit more stable, because I know people run a bit of a higher anti-roll bar to get the car a bit more slidey and pointy, whereas I'm running slightly lower because the car's already pointy and turny.
Yeah, I did notice that myself. But yeah, so we'll get you started on Imola. How are you feeling for Imola next weekend, or the San Marino Grand Prix as we're calling it?
I personally love the track. I've driven a lot of it on my team. And a couple of my co-op saves as well. Like, I love the track. I think it flows so nicely. The only issue is I feel like it's going to be a bit of a Singapore race, if that makes sense, because there's only one overtaking place, which is a start-finish straight. Other than that, it's more of a track where qualifying is more important. I feel like if someone's
single
outside
file,
the top
isn't it?
10, you're not going to win the race. I don't think.
No, unless you go for the craziest straight line speed setup you can find.
I don't know if that would work though, because the corners are just so inviting.
Yeah, inviting. That's one way to word it. Yeah, yeah. It's going to be an interesting one. It's going to be a fun race, but hoping to maybe speak to you again next week, I guess.
No, I'm going to be in the wall. I love the
Well,
track. I'm not very
congratulations.
consistent at it though.
Okay. Well, congratulations on your podium.
Thank you. Congratulations
and,
to the other two as well, first and second. So well done to you guys.
fair play. That's very nice of you. But I hand you over now to Mr. Immortal, who will be interviewing James Petty. I believe.
James, you there?
Are you
Make
I'm
sure
here.
everyone's here. Yeah. How well do you think you got on in quali, and do you think you could have got any further up?
Yeah, I think I could have, if I wasn't disqualified.
Yeah.
Interesting choice. Of
Oh yeah.
Interesting choice of game design. Anyways, that was. I think I could have gotten like P4, 3, something like that. But it wasn't so bad to start from 10th, because I could avoid the chaos that is lap 1 easier.
And then the last few laps, you were catching.
Yeah.
And then you got the pen.
I got damage on the previous lap.
Okay.
I think I saw that. I think I saw you hit him. Did you hit the back of him?
No,
Very-
no,
very,
side,
like-
side of him.
Oh, the side. Okay, yeah, I think I did see the tiny contact.
I don't think it was worth of damage. Like it was. I don't think it was that
Game
big
makes
of a
it up, mate.
contact. But yeah,
Yeah, we know the situation.
yeah, P2.
But
That's
do you
really
think
good.
you still had it? Do you think you could have?
If there was one more
got
lap,
that
I would
place?
have had it, 100%. The final corner, it was so goddamn close. Oh, on to next week. On to next week.
And saying that, on to next week. Have you done any practice at all on that
Not
track?
yet, but I had a race in Imola.
Oh,
I
okay.
used
So you
this-
have, you've raced on the track. Like I'm the
Yeah.
opposite. I've literally not turned it on. So.
It's very spinny. It's a very spinny track. You can spin literally anywhere.
Oh, don't tell me that.
That'd be fun.
So yeah, good luck, and hopefully we'll see you next week.
Yes, sir. Would like to congratulate
James.
Aaron too. Congrats on the win.
You too, James. Well done on the podium. Good fight towards the end, and see you next week. All the
See you
best.
next week.
So, first of all, hello, Aaron. Well done on your first win in your first race, I believe, other than the pre-season one in RSF1. I believe that's right.
Yeah, you are correct on that.
Yeah, so first of all, how did that quali lap you put together? I think you was on pole, wasn't you? And that lap was something. I believe it was you on pole.
Yes, it was me on pole. In qualifying, with me in Q1, I think I was P5. I think I was in P5 in Q1. So I was always feeling, like I could do something, but I could do well here. I could. Then Q2, I think I was P3. I think I was ahead of Hippo. He was in P4. Then in Q3, when I got the pole, I was just calm, relaxed. I was also looking at the times the others had set, and so I was, like if I can pull off the lap of my life, which I somehow did, I would be on pole. And I have the. I'm gonna say this. And you mentioned it. Well, I was ready to go on that. Some people do listen to the stream, and I am one of them that does listen alongside, just to see like what's happening. But like towards the tail end of the positions wise, see what's going on. And I said, I had a chance, and when I crossed the line, I saw my name with the purple. I'm like relieved, and yeah. Also, congrats to Skyline and James. Like I said, them two did well. James especially in the last few laps, and I'm sure we'll come on to that subject in the next session.
Yes. So, first of all, in the race, I thought you were going to get absolutely taken at the start of the race by, I believe it was Mr. Crunchy Bear, who was on the soft tyres and you were on the medium. How did you manage to get such a good launch off the line and keep that position? Because you must have been fearing losing it yourself.
Well, I had a few words of advice from a friend of mine who was telling me what to do, and I followed his words, and I stuck by it. And when I made sure to cover the inside, cover the threat from P2, I was right. I'm like, yes, okay, I can settle down here. I can just do my own race and go from there, really. And yeah, let me hold. It worked.
Yes, because you were looking very, very fast. And then you had, first of all, you had the threat from Crunchy. Then you had the threat from Hippo. Then you had the threat from James. I think he appeared at one point. And then everybody else kept switching positions behind you. You managed to get a good gap. Then the safety car for the absolute carnage came out. All of a sudden, everything was gone. You had the safety car restart, which I would say you absolutely nailed. That was a very good restart. And then you managed to get the gap again, followed by another safety car restart, which at that point I can imagine you were thinking, oh no, just give me a break. And then, obviously, that was caused by your teammate, Mr. Hippo, which was very unfortunate. But then you managed to get away and then have to deal with James Petty for the rest of the race. That must have been very frustrating, thinking, can I just get you away from me? Can I clear you? But he just would not leave you alone, would he? He was always there. How was you feeling when you was in the cockpit at that point, thinking, is he going to get me? Is he going to pass me?
Well, I was on the first bit on the safety car restart, so I was very calm. I'm like, yeah, not best. But I kept the level head, did what I had to when I needed to. On that pit stop that I made, I was looking where Hippo was, and I saw there was a gap between, I think it was a McLaren and an Alfa Romeo, I think. So I said, right, get out in that gap. If I get out in that gap, I'm good. And then when I saw Hippo crash, I'm like, hang on, yeah, I've got a pretty good chance to maybe win the race, or have a good result, should I say. Then with James coming at the end of me, I'm come to the end, I was making sure to myself, right, just get a good exit. If I can get a good exit, I'll be okay, and get as much traction as I can out of myself. And yeah, I got lucky with that. I'm gonna admit. I did kind of feel for the penalty. I didn't see fully what happened, but I've experienced that in the past, by getting a penalty and having a really good result taken away from you. So yeah, a bit of sympathy for James, but yeah, really happy with the win. And on to Imola next week. As you're going to throw that to me.
Yeah. Well, hopefully you'll be on to Imola. It all depends, doesn't it?
Well, yeah, it
Because
really
you are
does.
actually a reserve driver after all.
Yeah, it does. It does depend because a lot can happen between now and next Tuesday. A lot can happen. You know, people could leave the server, or there might be another mix around. Who knows? But yeah, hoping to be on track for Imola, and if I'm not, then all the best to the others, and be cheering on for the sidelines.
Yeah. All I can say is, first of all, congratulations, and second of all, thank you for Haas's first win. After all, I am their team principal, so I'm very happy. So it works out for me.
Yeah, I obviously heard on the stream that you were Haas's team principal, and I'm like, I was like, right, I've got to do something good here, and yeah, I've had loads of experiences of league racing in the past, and yeah, I know what it's like to win one, but yeah, now I can build on that, build from it, and hopefully go again next week, and yeah, all the best.
Yeah, well, congratulations, mate, and hopefully we'll be speaking to you again sometime soon.
Yes, and to you, Immortal, all the best, and may speak to you again somewhat in the future.
Yeah, thank you very much, and it was a good race. Hopefully,
Yes.
maybe race us.
Who knows? Who knows what can happen? It's a long season. In the words of Lewis Hamilton, it's a marathon, not a sprint.
Right, so, on that note, what we're going to do is we're going to end tonight's stream, and I certainly hope everybody has enjoyed tonight's absolute drama. F5 at its best tonight, that's how I'd word it. And what we got now is tomorrow we got F3 coming, Division 3 for this same Grand Prix around Bahrain. Then followed by Thursday we're going to have F4, which is going to actually include myself and Immortal. And yeah, Imola next week, that should be an interesting one. But I've been RSF1 Chris, I've been joined by Mr. Immortal, and we shall see you next time.